Hello everybody, welcome back to No Plan P. My name is Hot Hands. We're taking on Bloodsoaked Snake today in Chapter 3. This will give us that shield that we want. It looks like it's a medium-sized map with a medium threat, and it looks like we're just going to be eliminating the threat in the area. Because of the previous mission's massive success, none of our operators have taken any injuries, which is a huge perk. This one seems interesting. This big room, we're definitely going to be using smokes. You know, I think the way to do it, just off the top of my off the top of my head here, I'm thinking smoke this door, have smoke just sit him right here and have him just get anybody that's in here. Press him against the door and then have him shoot anybody in this room. Once the smoke dissipates, we'll have everyone breaching at the same time. Actually, you know what? I think what we're gonna do is we'll have two operators open the door for smoke. Once the doors are open, smoke will pop a smoke right in the middle of the doorway. He'll sit right here and just aim into the room. And then once the smoke starts to fizzle out, we'll just have everyone breach. We'll have someone barrel this way, someone's barrel this way, someone's barrel here, and someone's barrel here. Possible someone will be behind this barricade here. So once we move up, which we'll probably press up against this wall here, we'll just make sure to have our barrel pointed this direction. Then we'll probably flash this room, barrel point this way, flash, swing right to kill anybody over here, have someone swing left to hit anyone that might be flashed. Okay, well, I don't have a fully developed plan at the moment. I'm going back and forth in my mind between having 3 operators push through here and then just having someone like Nade pie really wide and just get information into this room here. So like slowly just be pieing the entire time up until these operators are ready to breach from here. And then once they do that, Nade will just push through this door, meet up with them. Because a M4 isn't going to be super helpful in this mission, unless we did something like this, which I think is not a bad idea. We also have that other pistol. We have this pistol right here, which I've never used before. But I think for now, we're going to stick with what we have. I do like this slowly pieing idea. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, let me develop this plan and then we'll go over what I'm thinking once it's all finished. Okay, so we've got a pretty simple plan set up. I can imagine you already know what Nade is going to be doing this round. Let's start with her actually. So she'll start at the furthest point of the stack on this door. And the entire time she's just going to be pieing. Notice the visibility that she has inside these transparent doors. It's going to be very slowly moving throughout the entire room. And then she's going to just sit here. And then by the time the other guys show up, she's just going to kick the door and then she'll breach this final room with them. So that's what Nade's doing. Take a look at Smoke, Doc, and Hatchet. So Doc, Hatchet immediately will open this door. He'll back off. Smoke's just gonna smoke this room right here, and he's gonna sit in this corner, and he's gonna get the entire room essentially of coverage. The smoke will dissipate, and I think here I'm gonna have Smoke point his barrel over here because there's a little bit unexplored territory behind this object here. But Doc and Hatchet are going to move in. They're going to have their barrels pointed on this side of this pillar. Smoke's going to cross Hatchet's line of sight, so he's going to crouch over his or under his barrel so Hatchet doesn't have to raise his weapon. And they're just going to move together. They're going to have eyes over this side of the pillar here. So this entire room has now essentially been cleared. Doc's going to flash this part of the room. Doc will swing right and take out these guys who are potentially not flash if anyone's in this room. He'll also have eyes into this section of the room up here if this door has been opened already. The second person to come in is Smoke, and he'll also have his barrel up here because if someone is stunned down here, then they're not a threat in this moment. Hatchet will take care of the people who are flashed in theory. He'll just come in and have his barrel pointed towards the bottom of this room. Eventually they'll get stacked up together and they'll move up together on this door. If it's been opened, then Doc can see this section of this room. Smoke and Hatchet can see this section of this room and also a little bit into this open doorway back here. They're not going to use any utility here. Doc will open the door. They'll give themselves a second to shoot, and then they'll breach together. Doc will take right, Smoke will take left, Hatchet take middle. Hatchet's watching this open doorway. They'll stay still for just a moment to shoot anybody that comes through this door and tries to breach them. I messed that up. Smoke's going to be the first to come through this open doorway because I believe he has the fastest target acquisition, or he'll shoot like really quickly, especially with this handgun specialist skill that he has. Then Hatchet and then Doc will take rear security, even though everything has been cleared, just in case. Nade's been sitting up here at this door. Smoke and Nade will kick the door in at the same time. Remember, Nade has already cleared most of this room, barring maybe some of these pillar spaces back here. Hatchet and Smoke will be on the left side of the room. Doc and Nade will be on the right side. And then Nade will just get rear security, and so will Smoke. Doc and Hatchet will clear these pillars together. So they're going to have their barrels pointed across from each other. and then they're going to adjust fire, move to the next area, and then everything's been cleared and life is good. I think this is a solid plan. This smoke play is going to be really cool if it ends up working out. Yeah, I think this plan is going to be pretty cool. If there are a lot of people in this room, maybe I'm worried about Nade taking a hit or two, but she does have that decrease in enemy reaction time to her for the stealthy ability that she has going for her right now. Smoke's play is going to be pretty cool if he can just sit here and take out most of the room. Even if he doesn't take out everybody, Hatchet and Doc should be able to clean up the scraps. This room is a little bit sketch because the flash only covers the bottom half, but we're going to have Smoke and Doc take the right side of this doorway and just point up this direction. So this right here, honestly, is the scariest part, but I think we did a pretty good job at watching our corners and whatnot. So let's execute and see how we did. So Nade got hit by 3%, which has been completely nullified because she's been healed by 35%. She's at 100. Doc got a skill point. Smoke got a skill point. Nade has improved as a assault rifle specialist. Hatchet also got a skill point. Assault rifle that Nade is using got a attachment slot. And we got the shield. I didn't realize there was more than one that we get to choose from. I knew there was more than one shield, but I didn't realize we got to choose. I think we want to use this one because we're allowed to use a handgun while using the riot shield, while this one is just protection, which is great, but what we really need right now is this. So not only can he be defensive, but he can also wield a weapon. Riot shield it is. We got an A on Bloodsoaked Snake, which is awesome. Let's go take a look at our characters. Doc gets that skill point. I didn't realize we hadn't already topped off his medic ability. So he's now a full medic. So we're gonna probably use Agile. He can probably use it with the SMG, to be honest. Smoke gets an upgrade. We'll do Homebody. Takes less damage behind cover. He finds himself next to cover a lot, so I think that'll be useful for him. Nade didn't get a skill point, but she gets a stock. 10-shot burst rate. I think we need aiming speed. Yeah, aiming speed 100%. This is our shield, so that'll come in handy. And this will probably be the pistol that goes with it. I didn't even think about that, but this is awesome. We have a kit for the new operator that we're going to get later on down the road. Hatchet gets a skill point. His reaction time to enemies will be higher, and I believe that's it. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate your time, as always. Leave a comment. Let me know what you liked and what you didn't like, if you have any suggestions for future videos. But until the next one, I'll see you guys later.